At the beginning of the story, we see Alicia going about her daily life with her father. One day, she asks him what lies beyond the continent they live on. He points to the black haze past Edosia's shores. He reveals that the black area beyond their continent is a dangerous place where dark beasts reside. He also reveals that the four lords of dark beasts, who protect the east, west, north, and south, have wiped out every expedition we have sent out. By the way, he also shares a dusty old legend. One hero among heroes will earn the King of Heiden's magic sword, defeat those four beast lords, rip open the sky, and reveal how huge the world really is. Thus, Alicia swears she'll be that hero. Alicia and 12 others are personally chosen by King Heiden to slay the demon king Clevatess. They make their way into Clevatess's domain, slaughtering countless dark beasts along the way. Meanwhile, high atop Moon Mountain, Demon King Clevatess watches these so-called heroes invade his realm. Although they steel themselves for battle, he proves far too powerful. With effortless strikes, he wipes them out one by one. Alicia fights with everything she has. However, in the end, she watches her dream of glory die in that instant. Thus, the legend remains a legend. Fueled by rage, Clevatess approaches Heiden Kingdom. Meanwhile, the king learns that the heroes have failed, and Clevatess proceeds to obliterate everything in his path. By the way, Clevatess surprised at how much humans have developed over the past thousands of years. Then, he storms Heiden Castle's throne room. Although the king retreats to a room of ancient texts, hoping to hide or counterattack, Clevatess destroys everything and confronts him. Since the king is acting arrogantly, Clevatess warns that his answer will determine the fate of not only his kingdom but all of humanity. He implies that even if he destroys Heiden, other humans will simply come back, and asks, "Why did you desire my death?" However, King Heiden acts like a prideful fool, leading to his own demise. While heading back, Clevatess considers raising an army to wipe out humans before they can threaten his realm again. Amid the ruin, a near-dead caretaker appears holding a baby. She begs Clevatess to save the child. As he declares his intent to destroy humanity, she hisses, "Humans can't choose when or where they're born. Don't punish this child for our mistakes." She adds that the child will prove her worth to Clevatess. Intrigued, he scoops up the infant and states, "I'll raise you myself. If you thrive, I may spare your race. If you fail, humanity dies." By the way, there exist 5 human races: Heiden, Dawn, Oggs, Slada, and Bent, but none have ever crossed that void because the 4 beast lords stand in their way. Anyhow, Clevatess brings the baby to his realm. And just like that, the all-powerful Lord of Shadows becomes an unlikely babysitter. However, there's a problem. Despite being capable of almost anything, he doesn't know how to raise a baby. Although Clevatess tries his best, he's clearly not cut out for it. Thus, he decides to revive Alicia to care for the child. Alicia then recalls how her father was eliminated by an unidentified person. She wakes up confused. Clevatess tells her she's been revived as a walking corpse powered by dark ichor. Flooded with questions, she's shocked when he orders her to do something very disturbing. Yet, she cannot disobey. Humiliated, Alicia begs him to end her life. However, Clevatess commands her to take care of the baby until she grows up. As Alicia questions why Clevatess has a Heidenian baby, he dismisses her. Forced by command, she insists they need a wet nurse. Since Clevatess has no money, they agree to pay with magic ore fragments. Although Alicia thinks of attacking him, she knows the bitter truth. Since his form can't safely approach humans, she offers to take the child herself, but he refuses to let go of her out of his sight. Thus, he proceeds to take human form. Before they depart, he names himself as Clen and names the baby Luna. Alicia gives her own name in return. As time goes by, Clevatess starts acting like a meddlesome mother-in-law to Alicia. However, things get complicated when Alicia discovers Luna's clothes bear the Heiden royal crest. In other words, Luna is possibly the daughter or granddaughter of King Heiden. When Alicia asks if he knew Luna was royalty, Clevatess clarifies that she was entrusted to him and found beneath the rubble of the destroyed castle. He also revealed he eliminated the King of Heiden. However, Alicia revealing that Luna is royalty was a big mistake. Now Clevatess intends to make Luna the ruler of Heiden, control the kingdom from the shadows, and destroy it whenever he wants. For perspective, Clevatess was surprised when he first saw how far the so-called human heroes had penetrated his realm, and how Alicia managed to damage his horn with the red steel. After raising Heiden Kingdom, He paused mid-rampage when he saw just how far humans had come. That shock planted a real fear. What if these puny mortals kept evolving until they could actually challenge or overthrow him? Thus, he wants to wipe them from existence. That mix of awe and dread drove him to such extremes, right up to the point he adopted baby Luna to decide their ultimate fate.